Hello, my name is Ankit from Mall Violet. So today I'm back with another video. It's about Covi Self. So Covi Self, what is it? So we need to explain that first. So we have already heard about rapid antigen tests. It's like I have already made a video about that, how it works. But let's say Covi Self is another modification of rapid antigen test. Okay, so it may rely on different factors, different kind of protein, different kind of targets, but essentially it is the same rapid antigen test kit. So what is the difference between this rapid antigen test kit? The simple difference is that in case of Covi Self, what we find is that it can be performed at home without any expertise. That means you do not have to rush to your medical practitioner or doctors or anyone. You can just take it at your home. This brings me the first point in the advantages. The next I am going to talk about another advantage, that is this test is highly specific, but there are chances of getting a false test. So as these tests are highly fast, like they are very fast, the test at overall like time frame takes about 17 minutes. If I consider that you are a person who is not acquainted with how to take swabs, then you may take around 2 minutes for taking the swab. Okay, one thing I must mention, that while taking your swab, your hands, the hands with which you hold the kit, it should be very means clean. Okay, you should apply isopropyl alcohol or sanitizer or wash your hands with soap and then use another sanitizer, but it should be clean for that duration until you are taking your nasal swab. You must not touch anything while taking the nasal swab. Anything after taking the nasal swab you should not touch. Okay, next, this brings me the second advantage. Now the third advantage, the data which you are taking, it can be directly sent to the ICMR database, and that can be very essential for tracking the COVID cases and understanding the dynamics of this disease as it is progressing, because the disease dynamics, like I've mentioned from the very beginning of my channel, that understanding the dynamics of the disease is the first thing that we need to consider, and it's being considered right now, thanks to God. So if we understand the dynamics of how this disease is spreading, what are the areas that are getting most affected, what the age group that is getting most affected, what kind of remedies they are taking, what kind of survival rate they are giving, what kind of fatality rate they are giving, this must be there in our data. Now after this we come to disadvantages. Now before going into that, I would like to make you think of something, and that is proteins. So these proteins are nothing. It's just like what you eat regularly, the meat you eat. Okay, it rhymed. So those kind of things that I have already mentioned, those proteins are very sticky in nature. The proteins, they are generally very sticky in nature. And just try to think it like this. In this rapid antigen test kit, the antigen is present inside you. That is, the surface proteins or the surface markers, you may call it so, of the COVID-19 virus, of the coronavirus. The antibody is being provided with the kit. Okay, and that antibody will be attracted to some of those proteins which are present in the exterior of the coronavirus. Now as I've already mentioned, proteins are quite sticky. Okay, so it may happen that the antibody may get attracted to those proteins which may be same like that of the things found in the exterior surface of the coronavirus, but they are not coronavirus in its truest sense. That is a false positive. That is the first kind of thing we need to think about. So my question comes, then who is going to take this test? Well, RT-PCR is also not highly accurate, but they are moderate to good accuracy. They give a moderate to good accuracy. These give a little to about good accuracy, but not the ultimate best. They are not giving the ultimate best. That we need to understand. So in cases where RT-PCR, the samples are getting stockpiled in the lab, the testing machineries and the testing men, they are dying of COVID. And there are not much resources to test those many bulk samples all at once. In these cases, a qualitative test like the CoviSelf can help us to understand the disease dynamics and to make sure what kind of people are there, who are getting it, and how many positive rates are there. It can be collected through a app, CoviSelf app, and it's going to be transferred to ICMR's database. Making this clear, the second disadvantage that might be there, or that is there actually, is that the accuracy ratio. See, in case of critical diseases, it is recommended that your accuracy rate should be between 96 to 98% at max. Okay? But in this case, the accuracy as reported in many antigen kits, rapid antigen kits, is around 90%. It varies from 87.5 to 90%. At times, in some places, it's about 90.2%. So the accuracy is not maintained, but seeing the current condition, I would suggest that it's a very good alternative to the RT-PCR test, but not the absolute tests. Efficiency status, I have already said the percentage values, so I will not repeat that. So this point is clear. Disadvantage I have already spoken of, and the cost. So this cost of this testing kits is actually around like 250 to 300 or 350, not more than that. There are certain factors that can increase the costing, but the cost should not exceed 350 rupees. Taking a typical RT-PCR test, it costs you thousands. This is actually a quite cheap alternative, and rightfully so, because it's not getting that much accuracy percentage on the point that it should maintain, because it's a rapid antigen kit. And the best part is you can get yourself tested if you are feeling the symptoms. For example, you may be having shortness of breath due to some other kind of things, but you are thinking it's a COVID-19 case. Those cases you can take just a qualitative test about like whether you have COVID-19 or not. It's good for those purposes. But like there are no more other things which we can say about, because see, if you are thinking that you are positive but you are not actually positive, then you can just rely on a qualitative test. Okay, there is a chance it may come faulty, it may give you a false result. But like the present condition where the number of tests have been increasing in the RT-PCR lab, so in those cases this can be a better, not better, but I would say a quite sustaining alternative for now. And that is why this CoviSelf, this kit has been developed. So saying this all things and taking all the situations into consideration, I would like just like to end it by saying that CoviSelf is not like fully efficient and fully reliable, but I can say it's mostly reliable in certain cases and in certain speculations that we need to assess in the current pandemic situation and the lockdowns that we are facing. So with this I would just like to end the video, and sorry for the WhatsApp messages that came in through the video. It's my fault. I didn't turn the notification off. It's coming right now also, sorry, and sorry. So with this I would like to end. So if you like my video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe it, sneeze on that subscribe button, make that subscribe button COVID positive, I don't care, and slap that bell icon, break it, break your screen, whatever you do. And yeah, I don't give much updates. I give whatever is important right now. I'm not getting videos every day or like every month, something like that. So I would give you whatever is important. So until now, thank you. Subscribe to my channel, Mall Biolect, and bye. Stay safe, stay healthy.